Back again with another beautiful morning. Just kidding. I mean, it is beautiful because God created it, but it's really foggy and it's 5:30 in the morning. And I really don't like being up at 5:30 in the morning. But today we have a competition squat, which I'm looking forward to, excited for. Goal is 385, 5-pound increase every week to get back into heavier weights, which I mean, in all reality, 380 is heavy for me, so 385 would still technically be heavy. But I would like to be back into hitting 4 plates as a single or even higher than that. Then we're going to do the timed incline bench press again, or timed incline dumbbell press again. I did enjoy that. I don't think I'm gonna run it for as long as I thought I was going to, just for the simple fact that it is building up my GPP, but it's not as beneficial as say a pin press or a floor press would be for me right now. And then after that, we'll have Paul's sumo deadlifts, and if I have time, we'll do some accessory work, but I don't know. It's 5:30, and squats typically take me a little longer than bench press does. So continue watching to find out what happens. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today is competition squat day, and I do have a pretty solid single in my opinion. Today we're warming up once again with kneeling cable crunch. We're also doing a cable row, standing cable row, and we are doing Cossack and sumo squat. I will say that today I honestly just was not feeling it. Once I got to my Cossack squat, I could tell that today was going to be an off day, and I did my best to pull myself out of that mindset, but there were just so many things that were aggravating me. My foot, my ankle, my knee, and my hips were pretty much the main thing, but sometimes with the knots in my back that I should probably go see a masseuse for, get to irritating me, and it makes it hard for me to really keep my lats tight. So just problem after problem, but of course I don't need to come up with excuses. I need to execute it, and if I do have reasons as to why my work is rather on the downside, and I can take care of them, then of course I need to do my best to get that moving. And I do have plans for a lot of these things to get better. We're about to get started with actual squats, and one thing you will always see me try and implement is to keep the camera at the same angle in order for me to just see the progress, whether it be depth, whether it be something that's going off, whether it be a knee cave, whether it be my foot position, my elbows, my head placement. If you can keep it in the right spot, then you can see that progression going on. I will also say that straight from the start, even with just the bar with no weight on it, I could tell that something was off. And as you watch these videos, you will see me move my feet around tons to try and get something to feel comfortable. Like I said, nothing felt comfortable at all. So I did my best to work with it, and I am pleased with what happened today, but it was still an aggravating setup. So nonetheless, I worked through it, but I do have tons of things that need to be taken care of in order for me to be at my best. Enjoy this small video. Squats feel slightly off today. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't know if it's the small knee injury that I got back in December, or if it's just because it's early in the morning and I was sleeping for so long and then did not get an adequate warm-up. But nonetheless, I don't think it will lead to an injury. It shouldn't lead to an injury. I just feel weaker than I have been here recently. So let's see what the top single will be. As you see with my little head nod at the end of this 315, it did feel decent as weight was progressing, but it still felt off. And that was the huge problem for me, is it just did not feel comfortable. Weight was moving just fine. It just did not feel comfortable at all for me. Here we go. Solid 385 in my opinion. You can see the stank face at the end because it's worth it. It's needed. Then I dropped down to 81% of my estimated 1 rep max. And that is all thanks to Mike Tershner. I think I pronounced that name right. If not, I'll go back in another video and apologize. But he is the creator of RPE. He is the GOAT when it comes to using RPE in powerlifting. After that, I dropped down from 81% to 70%. And here, I'm just completely exhausted after this. Like I said, didn't have the greatest of days, so that played a big factor. Really didn't want to get out of bed. That played a big factor. So I did 2 sets out of 3 at 290, and then I dropped down to 275 to make sure that I could get the work in. That's all I got to say right now. Then I will dive into I won't say anything when it comes to incline dumbbell press. They're just awful. But I will jump into sumo and pull-ups as well. So I'll see you guys then. So my trainer, E-Dog, decided to call me out on the last video for a pull-up competition. So we will be having a pull-up competition the next time that I go back to where I'm from. But I will also be making a video for everybody to participate in this pull-up competition here soon. You can also see in these deadlifts that I'm just completely exhausted. Really don't want to be there. But I put in the work. I probably, had better sleep, didn't feel off, could have pulled more, but with the circumstances, I will say that this was pretty successful, and I will probably be making a few tweaks. I probably shouldn't do my heavy squat day and pause sumo in the same day, but you live and you learn, and that's what I did here today. So enjoy the rest of the video. I don't really got anything else to say, but thank you for watching. And of course, I will have an ending clip as well. Thank you. did not enjoy that workout at all. Not from a standpoint of it was way too hard. I just didn't enjoy it. I woke up this morning and really didn't want to go, but I knew if I didn't go today, it was going to throw everything off because I wouldn't have been able to lift in the afternoon, which means that I would have had to get up tomorrow, which is Friday, in the morning to lift. And that would have been fine, but I wouldn't have been able to deadlift because that would have put me on Sunday, and I don't lift on Sunday unless it's like a small at-home workout. So yeah, nothing that I really enjoyed. I mean, I am glad that I hit that 385, but my knee and my ankle and really my hips are just really aggravating me right now. So it's kind of, on top of just not wanting to be here, it is also bringing me down as well. So I definitely need to go to the chiropractor. I know for certain that that would fix a ton of my problems because my hips are off quite a bit. And so of course I'm favoring one side, and it's always going to affect me. And if you don't think that that's a big problem, just go to the chiropractor once and then go pretty much to the gym straight afterwards and feel the difference that it makes. You'll notice a huge difference, and you'll realize that when you are not set properly, everything will get thrown off. And when you are set properly, your execution of the lifts and probably even your numbers will increase drastically because you're proportioned correctly. So give that a try. I showed you guys everything. Let me think, is there anything that I didn't show you? No, I showed you guys everything. Only thing, didn't show you the warm-ups on deadlift, which is the only warm-up that I did was 135, and then I did a quick set of knee raises right after my deadlifts. So that was it. Had no time for accessories. Like I said earlier in the video, it probably wasn't going to happen. Anyways, I hope you have a blessed day. If you have a prayer request, drop it in the comments or message me on any social media, and be looking forward to the pull-up challenge that I will be making a video on either today or tomorrow. See ya.